Good morning. Good morning. All right, we're about to start our day. Good morning, everybody. And just share this link with the people. This is our Friday morning stream. It's a live stream, free live stream that I do on Fridays for everyone on YouTube. So, welcome. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me check it out. We're waiting for the market to open anyway. I'm just going to prepare the day. Give me a moment. Okay, okay. Let's see if you guys can hear me. All right, everything seems to be good. So welcome to today's live public. I'm actually gonna share this with some more people here. Give me one moment, and we'll get started. I'm waiting for the market to open anyway. It's only 9:21, so market opens in about 9 minutes. No rush. It's Friday. No rush. Okay. Share with some people here in a moment. All right. So welcome everybody. How's everybody doing? It's Friday. It's actually April 25th, 2025, 9:22 a.m. We had a crazy bullish day yesterday, and with that crazy bullish day, we're looking to see if this market wants to, give some of that back today. This, for anyone who doesn't know what they're looking at, this is Top Step X. This is a platform that we can trade futures. So we trade futures. This is what we do on this channel. I teach you guys how to trade futures. I trade the micro Nasdaq and the micro S&P 500. The way I trade this is with small contracts, right? So what we do is I teach people how to trade. I have pretty big community now. I've been teaching for about 5 years. So my style of trading is more of an, I want to say, it's price action style of trading. I look for particular prices on the chart, look for volume, look for action on that this particular price of the, whether it's the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ, and I take advantage of those particular line levels there. Okay, you'll also see me use things like an EMA and a VWAP, but aside from that, mostly price action. I also use Confluence. It's a strategy that I actually love and follow. Confluence is a combination of a whole bunch of things like Fibonacci levels and stuff like that. You guys will learn a little bit more of that on this channel. But today, I'm just going to prepare my day, my typical morning day routine. How does it look? So let's start with this. Start with the NASDAQ. But the first thing I also like to do is go to forexfactory.com and look at any news that can actually affect the market today. I see this one here. This is 10 a.m. Eastern time, depending on where you are, if you're Pacific, Central, or even in another country, right? Because we trade, when we trade, it's worldwide. Just know that this time I'm looking at is Eastern time. So there is some news. Anything with currency under the US dollar, it's what's, stands out the most to me. So at 10 a.m., we have what they call the consumer sentiment. With the consumer sentiment, what we're looking for is, this is a forecast number, 50.6. So what I'm looking for is a usual effect. If the actual, which will be on this column, is greater than the forecast, which is, this is the forecast, it's good for the currency. As of right now, the way it should work is anything that's good for the currency, meaning the US dollar, should be bad for the stock market. So we're gonna wait for that number to see the consumer sentiment. However, with recent news and reports like this that come out, economic news, they call this economic calendar, economic news, sometimes that might be good. So we got to see how the market reacts. Okay. It does open in about 4 minutes. So this is the first thing I like to come and check in TopStepX. The cool thing about TopStepX is that we also have these little lightning bolts here. So if you click on the lightning bolt, it'll actually tell you, hey, University of Michigan sentiment final impact. So it also tells you when there's important economic news. Okay, so let's prepare that. I already know that there's news at 10, but what's my first step? My first step is I zoom out on time frames. See, I have different time frames here: 30-second, 2-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour. So all these candles represent the certain time frame that I'm choosing at the moment. The certain time frame is 15 minutes. So each one of these represents 15 minutes. Now, on this 15-minute time frame, I like to zoom out and prepare my day by, first off, grabbing this red line that I always leave on my chart, and I put it under what we call the pre-market low. I want to identify my pre-market low. My pre-market is always going to go from, let me change this to normal time instead of military time. If I look down here, this is 6 p.m. So for me, pre-market is anything from 6 p.m. of last night, previous day, right? That's when the futures market opens. It opens up every day, 6 p.m., Sunday through Friday. So yesterday, Thursday, before Friday, right? It opened up at 6 p.m. Where was the market? It was up here. Because pre-market is considered anything before 9:30 a.m. I'm going to put my pre-market low right here. I've identified my pre-market low between 6 and 9:30 before the market opens. So that's my pre-market low. This green line is going to be my pre-market high because I also like to identify it. Okay, so now that I have those lines, I have a little range to play with. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to let the market open up. I don't like to take the first, you know, 5 minute open candle. No, I'm gonna let it open up. I'm gonna move to 5 minutes and wait for that open. That is in about 54 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna mark some key levels. If you want to learn more about these key levels, I invite you to come and join us. What's the way to join us? I have a private WhatsApp. So I have a Discord, but don't use it as much. But the way to join us is very easy. daytradingwolf.com. Come here. These lives, I hold them Monday through Friday here on YouTube on a private YouTube link, except for Fridays. Fridays, I'm going to invite people publicly so you guys can see an example of what I do the Monday through Thursday. And then as part of these live sessions at night, Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., I have a Zoom call with all the members of this, right? In a group, in a Zoom, and I explain what happened on the day. I explain, how the market moved. I explain what trades I took throughout the day, and we also project for the next day. All right. I also teach there. So if you already trade and you just want to come and learn how I trade, my strategy and everything, this is the most affordable and easiest way to come and join. $100 a month. Try it out, right? For a first month, cancel anytime after the first month if you want. A lot of people end up staying because they do see the value in it. Only $100. You get to see me trade live in the mornings, and then you also get to see me every night, 7 to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday. And you learn from me directly, okay? That's the live sessions. If you want one-on-one coaching, you can sign up on a waiting list, and we can talk about maybe one-on-one coaching. And if you don't want to be put on a waiting list and you would like to have a boot camp, this is the boot camp. What does the boot camp offer? Pretty much for $2,000, 2 weeks, 10 hours in total. It doesn't have to be consecutive. At least you get 10 hours. Live practice time, live practice account, access to the private group, the WhatsApp group, and you get 1 year access to the live trading. So pretty much this for 1 year for the price of this. The special bonus gift, if you decide to take the alpha, at the end of the course, I give you a special bonus gift at the end of the course. But you need to complete the course, and I need to see some progress in you for me to give you this bonus gift. What is it? Come find out, okay? The other ways is if you are not looking for one-on-one coaching or a boot camp style, there are courses that I pre-recorded both in English and Spanish. También en español. I also speak Spanish. También hablo español para los que quieran aprender. So, there you go. All right. Invite you to come join us. It's nice. It's really good. A lot of people are enjoying what's happening, how they're learning, and my style of trading, which is I make it as simple as I can. So the market has opened. Welcome. Officially, the market has opened. It's 9:30. The market has opened. So here we go. This is the first 5-minute candle. All right. We got to wait for that 5-minute candle to finish because I trade two markets, the NASDAQ and the ES. I also need to prepare this side. What I mean by that, I need to mark my pre-market high and my pre-market low. All right, there we go. I'm currently trading two accounts, That's another cool thing about TopStepX. I can use the platform to do what we call copy trading. So copy trading is I can choose this account and then copy to the other ones. This is a funded account, so I'm not gonna copy to a funded account. That I treat separately for this profile that I have, okay? But anything I do on this account, lead account, it copies to the secondary account. So that's beautiful. So if I make $100 on this account, it automatically copies to the second one. So did I only make $100? No, I made 2. So let's go back to here. So we have our day. We're letting the market open up, do its thing. There is some news at 10 a.m., so letting it do its thing. We are looking for a certain pattern. This might be looking like a inverse cup and handle. Maybe see there's like a cup shape on its head, and it's probably doing a handle to see if we could break this pre-market low and go lower, but no confirmation yet. We need to let this market do its thing, the opening. One more minute and we finish with our first 5-minute candle. Five and 5, 2 different markets. This is the NASDAQ 100. This is the S&P 500. So right now, a lot of buyers stepping into this, right? There's a lot of resistance here, though. A lot of buyers stepping in. Look at all that volume. See the volume bars? A lot of volume coming in, trying to buy this market up. So we have our first 5-minute candle. What do I like to do? I like to mark that first 5 minutes with nice little box right here. And I'm gonna put this color so you guys can see it. Why do I mark this candle? They call this an opening range candle. This is 5 minutes and this is the range. This is the low, this is the high. So visually, I like to see it. I like to see that opening range. I'm also gonna do it here on the NASDAQ side. This is 5 minutes, 9:30 to 9:35. Let me mark that as well. Good. There we go. Okay, so I have on both markets my range. I have my pre-market high, my pre-market low, and then these yellow lines are my key levels. What's going on, Jerry? Jerry Díaz, ¿cómo estás? Good morning. All right, this market is looking bullish. Let's see, breaking here. But again, I want to wait till 9:45. There's also news at 10, so I don't even know if I want to take any trades right away. I like to actually wait for the news, see how the market reacts to the news, and then take a trade. And now it's looking bullish. A lot of people are like, how come you're not going long? Look, this thing is going. I don't trust it yet. It's a lot of selling pressure right here. Let's see. Will it break here and go to the pre-market high? Oh no. Waiting. Let's see, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We are above the VWAP. see. All right, let me take one little small stab at this market. I'm gonna buy one contract right there. Okay, so I'm buying one contract there. I'm gonna put my risk right here. And I'm gonna see if this can go at least. See if it goes up here. If it doesn't, I have my risk right here, right below this EMA line and below the key level for me here. I'm trying to see if it holds. I'm trying to see if it holds here and pushes at least. This is my first target. Actually, no, that's not my first target. My first target would be right there. So trying to see if it holds, pops, and goes here, and ultimately maybe up to here. See, can we push through? This is just one little micro contract. Can we hold? There's 37 seconds left on this candle. If it holds that, then I'm gonna go. If not, then I'll take the little small stab at it and I'll take the hit. You can trade as many times as you want in this market, in, out, right? You're not limited to just one trade, two trades, three trades like you are in stock trading. They call it PDT, which is the pattern day trading rule. It doesn't exist in futures. So that's what I like about futures. You can trade as much as you want during the day. Nah, hold on, let's see. We need to see this hold and pop. I'm gonna add one more contract too. So here, I'm risking 230. See if we can make 600. First target is here though. There we go, $23, $27, $34. If I start making over 50, I'm gonna zoom in. 31, can we get the push? I need to see this push. I don't like how it's not pushing through. Need to see a push. I got a break. See if it's gonna retest to go or if it's gonna just crash. Again, there's news at 10, so this is just a little in and out for me that I'm trying to do. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take another trade out. But normally this is what we look for. Break above this 5-minute range for scalping. Retest to go. As long as it can hold above this key level and this EMA line. This is a 15 exponential moving average. If it doesn't hold here and here, it's just gonna try to come down. Let's see if we can hold. There's 27, 25 seconds left on this candle. Not looking good. I don't like it. We need to hold on both markets. This key level, to see if we can come up to here. Okay. Can this EMA and this key level that I have here hold this market and push it up? Or is it just gonna crash? If it crashes below this level, we might see, and might switch our, instead of going long, we might switch to short. Let's see. Still in the play. It's 9:42. And we gotta push up, or are we gonna get the flush down? Might be getting the flush down. Let's see, can we hold here? And stop. All right, so we're gonna go the opposite now. We're gonna go down on both this market and this market, and I'm gonna put this here. My stop is here. My stop is going to be right here. And then where are my targets? My targets, put this one here. I'll put this one right here. So we tried to break, but we couldn't. Now we're trying to see if we can hold this level. It doesn't seem like it wants to hold this level that I have here, this 307. So we might be chasing down to pre-market low. If we break this pre-market low, we're just gonna go lower. Lower and lower, right? So I bought one micro contract on the NASDAQ and one micro contract on the S&P 500. Here's my stop for this. Here's my stop for this. Here's my target for this. Here's my target for this. We're currently down. We're down 234. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more contract here. Let's see if we get this flush. We need to break this level too here. If we can break this level, we're going down. There we go. So on the first trade, we lost 234. On this one, we're currently positive. Let's see if we could get the flush to get this money back and then start making some money. Making some money. One more minute, and then we got a 15-minute. All right, so 45. We switch to 15 minutes here, and then 15 minutes right here. We're trading inside the orb. Don't like it. So this is a 15-minute candle. That's a nasty 15-minute candle. Too much wick on the top and too much wick on the bottom. So what I mean by that is this and this. So let's see. Let's see if we can hold and break below now, right? Break below here, come here, retest, and then come down the rest of the day. On this side, it's the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's always stubborn. If I lose this trade, I'm done. I'm done because I don't want to risk more than I want per day on these accounts. And essentially, we should be waiting for the news too, right? I'm just trying to scalp this, see if we can make some trades while we're live. And I'm here, and my level's here. See if we can stay below this level that I have here and come down to the pre-market low. This is my 15-minute range. 15-minute range. This is looking, at the moment, good. We need to break below this wick. 70. Okay, we got the flush. I need a flush. First target down here. If we break here, we're just gonna go to our targets here. And then we call it a day. Okay, we got our money. Worst case scenario, we have our stops. The only thing that worries me is this news. Don't like being in a trade when there's news, because it's a 50-50 shot, and the news is about to happen in 13 minutes. Hopefully we got our flush before that news. All right, we go. On the first trade, we took a hit for 234, but we're making some of that money back now. We need this flush. We need to break. Come down to pre-market low. My red line is my pre-market low. Pre-market low. A lot of selling coming in. See the selling coming in? A lot of selling coming in. You guys enjoying this? This is what I do. I do this the rest of the days. Don't like how the Nasdaq is holding here. Need to see some follow through. Need to see this break. Like, I do like this wick. It's a lot of selling pressure here. I need to break these levels though, right? Okie dokie. And again, we just got to be patient, right? In trading, you have to have a plan. My plan is I'm shorting because we're in a downtrend right now, right? You also have to have a risk. You have to manage your risk. This is as much risk as I'm willing to take. This is as much risk as I'm willing to take on this market. This market is a little more volatile. I always tell, it's new students, you should not be trading the MNQ or the NASDAQ. It just moves too wild. This one's a little more lenient for you, but I'm giving you guys an example today of how live works, right? So this one is just nuts. We call it the instead of the NASDAQ, we call it the NASCrack because it's just wild. This one is a little more, relaxed. As you can see here, this one's making like 90 while this one's making 50. This one I'm looking to make 700 while this one I'm looking to make 217. For anyone who's new in the videos I have done on my YouTube channel, again, it's free. Subscribe, right? Subscribe, like, share. I say for anyone who's new to trading, especially day trading, futures is the way to go, but this market right here on the right, it's probably the best bet for you. The MES. Because this one is too wild. Okay? Still holding inside of here. At some point we will give up and crash. There's a lot of, see these wicks? That means strengthened selling. So a lot of sellers are stepping in to see if we can get through all these buyers that are here. These buyers are not letting this market fall though. Look at that. I think we're waiting for news. 10 minutes. I don't want to be in the news trade though. I don't know if I should just get out and wait for a better entry. Let's see. I'll give it, a few more minutes to see if we got a nice little flush before the news comes out. Because when the news comes out, if I have my trade on, it's okay if I have my trade on. The prop firm is not going to penalize me for it, Top Step. But it's a 50-50 shot, right? It's not really trading. Like, some people will not explain that to you on YouTube. Be like, oh, I'm taking the short, and then the news comes out and the news goes in their favor. That 50-50 casino shot. See, I told you. No, it's not I told you. It's a 50-50 shot. They took the risk, and if they were right, like, it's like flipping a coin, right? Heads or tails. They were right because it flushed, I'm the man, right? Or I'm the woman. And, they hype up because the news went in their favor. But no one really knows what the news is going to do until they release that number, right? This number that they release in 7 minutes. So it's a 50-50 shot. You either take the risk and see if it goes in your favor and it goes and tags your targets, or you get out so you don't take the risk and then you try again after the news. Okay? There we go. Back to positive, almost positive. Need to see this breakthrough, and I want it to happen before 10. 75. And we got the break. And we got the break. We got to our target. Got to our target. I'm done. Done for the day. You have to be disciplined. You'll be done for the day. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. This could be like an adrenaline rush for a lot of people, right? You have to learn how to Manage your emotions, be patient. Let everything you've learned, like myself, I learned a mentor. Mentor taught me everything I know. So I teach now. I'm a mentor. I've been teaching for 5 years. But what I look for is, structure in the market. Is it trending down? Is it structuring down, right? There's things called structure like lower highs, lower low, lower highs. Are we going to get a lower low? Okay. 88. 100. Can we break this pre-market low before the news? See if we can eat all these buyers that were here. See if we can flush through them. Can we flush through them? $73. Fighting. They're fighting. See all these buyers here? They're fighting to keep the market up. But there is a lot of sellers coming in. And these sellers from up here keep pushing through all these buyers. It's pretty much what it is. It's an auction. The volume here, see the volume bars, is all the selling that's coming in. It's just we're having a tough time right here and right here. But we did break below this orb. We're just waiting for the flush. Can we sell off before the news? You know what? Today is an entertainment day, so I'll be entertaining, right? I'll probably hold through the news. Why not? It's not like they're my funded accounts. My funded accounts are already done. I am already done for the day. When my funded accounts went ahead and locked them out. I also have some other evaluations that I pretty much locked out for the day already. These are my play combine accounts. We're on YouTube. We're entertaining people. So I don't know. You guys tell me on the chat there. Should I hold through the news? Should I hold through news? And I guess it's a gamble. Should I hold through the news and gamble to see if it gets me my targets? 752 and 2 something. So that's like 900 minus the 200. It's like a good $600 day. Actually $1,200 day if it does hit my targets, because it's times 2 accounts. Anyone who's on YouTube, if you want to type on the chat, the YouTube chat, should I hold through the news that's about to happen in 4 minutes? Should I hold through it? Yes, no? Should I be disciplined? Come on. These buyers are not giving up. I think we're gonna get through them though. See, the ES is leading the way, so the S&P 500 is leading the way down. At some point, this NASDAQ will also give up and follow what the ES is doing. It's just over here is a little more stubborn. Over here is going through. Pretty much almost breaking even for the day. We need this to really flush. Aha, first person to say it. Ernesto says, hold it. Okay. Anybody else? Should I hold it? Ernesto's the only one. He wins. So I'll hold. AJ. Oh, Austin. Be disciplined. So come on. I need one more person. I will say yes because it's kind of retested. So yes, hold it, James. We got 2 against 1. One says be disciplined and not do it. The other 2 say yes, hold. So I'm holding. I'm doing what the people want. I got 2 minutes. You guys got anybody else who's watching? Participate. Should I hold through the news or be disciplined? Discipline. Show the people a green day. Oh, I need one more person. James says hold. Okay. Be disciplined. I need one more person other than James, Fabian, Ernesto, right? It's a tie right now. Oh man, you guys got 40 seconds. Not have to hit close on this. This news is gonna be a big news candle. It's either gonna flush or pump. 20 seconds. It's entertainment. Why not? On YouTube, we're entertaining people. Again, remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Just the guy right here on YouTube showing you how I trade. The news is coming out. Boom, news. Oof. What happened? All right, reconnected. Look at that news candle. Look how crazy. See, when news comes out, look how crazy those candles are. Can we get the flush or is it gonna pump? What was the news though? I kind of don't want to flip to the news because you can also get out, then do another trade. No, yeah, I could get out again. Well, it's too late. So let's see, what was the news? 52. So it's greater, it's good for the currency. Should drop. This one we don't have anything. All right, it's kind of a dud. Still positive on this side, negative on this one. I don't like that we're above this level. I don't like how it's pumping here. Can we get a flush? Might be a negative day. Holding this news. Let's see. Can they flush it? A lot of selling here. A lot of selling here. Can we get a flush? Being really stubborn on this NASDAQ. See what I say about anyone who's new trading the NASDAQ? Be careful. This one's a little easier to manage for new traders, the ES. So again, anyone who's watching this, looking to learn how to trade, especially futures, definitely, like on my videos, I definitely recommend more the ES than the NASDAQ if you're a new trader. Because these NASDAQ candles and moves, even with micros, so they're just wild. Look at that. Holding this level. Let's see, should I give myself a little more room? So we're looking for this cup handle and I'm looking for a flush. The NASDAQ. As long as we don't go above here, should be good for this flush. I just don't like all the buyers that are coming in right here. Not getting any follow through. I need this follow through to come down. We did get the break. We are getting a retest. So this is another thing with the orb, right? Break, retest. We're looking for more sellers to step in right here and come down. Yeah, we got the sells. Just don't. gonna zoom in, see what's happening on a 2-minute candle. So got the break, the retest. We need these sellers to step in and now start coming down. On this side, I'm gonna also move to 2 minutes. I just don't like how it's holding there. We need these sellers to step in and come right back down again. The ES is looking better than the NASDAQ in regards to breaking below, retesting, and then trying to come back down on what we call the orb strategy. We are below this key level. The NASDAQ, we're trying to hold a key level. See if we could break below it again. And I held through the news because you guys wanted me to hold through the news. So there we go. See this NASDAQ? I hate that it's holding this level. It's bullish on this side while this one is trying to break above this key level. As long as they don't break above the orb, we're good. It's just the NASDAQ is just relentless. So yeah, my advice on this live for anyone who's new to trading, trade the ES more than the NASDAQ. It's a little more easier to manage, to control, right? Less risk. Here, $100 and something versus $400 and something. Granted, I have 2 contracts here and 1 here, but even so, right? Like, let's say I add another contract here. See, I'm only risking 278 here, while this one's risking double, right? Can we get the follow through? Come on, ES, show us the way. Don't like this NASDAQ holding. But the ES is a little below this key level. Let's go. Break below and drag the NASDAQ down. Break below, right? Break, retest, go. Nasty here. Good here, really nasty right here. Let's go. Let's get the flush. We need sellers to step in. NASDAQ doesn't want to give up. This NASDAQ does not want to give up. Seems like it may want to come up here. And holding this market here. As long as we don't break above here, we're good. I just don't like that we might break above this opening range here. This will be the target. If we do break here, let's see if it goes here and then they flush it down again. Just don't like how strong the NASDAQ is. We need this ES to really push down the market and bring down the NASDAQ with it. If we're wrong, right? Patience, patience, patience. We need this to yeah, the NASDAQ is just too strong. Look at this. This is a key level for me, 309. It's gonna try to probably go to 409 if we break above the orb. And we're in the ES, we're still inside the orb. This is a key level. The top of this here is key level. So if we break above here, forget it. The trade is done. The short is done because we went up a whole 100 points. Over here is 20 points. Let's see if we can get some rejection here and come right back down, right? If it's stuck in this range, it's just coming right back down. Trade like Will. Espero estés excelente. Yes, sir. Yeah, yo también lo estoy viendo en venta, sino que I don't wanna. I'm operating these two, and it's a lot of money to be risking on the day. So if this tags me out, it didn't respect my levels, and so be it. Should be coming down. I mean, it should respect this level and come down. Should also respect this level, right? Like here, and then come down. But if it doesn't, I was wrong. The market just says, nope, not today. And then flush, and then goes up. And sometimes we get tagged. Sometimes it tags our stops. It goes bang, and then does the flush. But again, you have to be disciplined. I wanted to take 2 trades today. I held through news. Should have waited for news. But again, we're entertaining the people. There we go. Let's see if we got the flush. Just don't like how we broke above here. We need to see it really flush through. Flush through, now go up. This might be the target. Yep. A lot of buyers came in here, huh? It's a 100-point move right there. See how crazy the NASDAQ is? 100 points, like nothing. That's why I say stay away from the NASDAQ. Gets you in trouble. Can we get the flush? 4, 7. Oh, estás viendo, Will, estás viendo es el Dow. Este es el Nasdaq y el S&P 500. Estás viendo US 30. Acá arriba es donde está la zona de short. We just got in too low. You want to see if it break. Si estás viendo es el Dow. Acá tenemos es el Nasdaq on the left hand side and the S&P on the right. Seems like it's gonna come and tag me out on the Nasdaq side. Even though right here should be. This is wick. Can we get rejected here? Or is it gonna go through it? See, nothing's correlating. See, we broke above. Should come down, retest to go. We broke below. Should have come to retest to come down, but this is nasty. Look at these moves. 217 to 365 to 245 to 37. I mean, that's why I say this NASDAQ is just wild. Never used to move like this. Like back last year, maybe 20, 50 points, 40 points, but never would you see this market move 100 points up, 100 points down, 100 points up. Right now, it's not even 100 points up. This is like almost 200 points up. Where from here, 364 to, yeah, 130 points down to then go 234 to 400, 150 points up. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Be very careful with this market. So if you guys take anything from today's live as a lesson, for anyone who's new, and again, on these accounts I have a lot of money to play with, but for anyone who's new, stay away from the NASDAQ. Stay away from the NASDAQ. Be more in here. It's a little more stable. Yeah, Tesla is skyrocketing, right? It's a little more stable on this side. Less risk as well, right? Over here is a lot of risk versus this. It's a little more manageable. So be careful. Be careful with that. Tesla's going off the walls right now from what I'm seeing. It's a rocket, so that's what's pushing this market up. See if I can pull that up. Let's see. Wow, look at that. From here, 241. It's 160 points. And these are all 2-minute candles. Let's look at 5-minute. Actually, hold on. Go here. 5-minute. So look at that. 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just exploded. Again, it's on Tesla, just skyrocketing right now. Let's see. I'm trading the Nasdaq and I'm trading the ES, so I have my key levels. Yes, I look at the Magnificent Seven, what they call them, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, and stuff like that. But I also like to respect my levels, because I know if it breaks above here, then we're done, right? If it breaks above here, it's just gonna go up another 100 points from here to here. If it respects here, should be coming right back down to this. And if we break here, then here, then here. And we do have a lot of sellers up here that should hold this market down, right? This is just gonna structure higher high, lower low, lower high, looking to come down, lower low. The patience. Yeah, 408 is a big sell zone, right? What we call price action. A lot of price action here. What kind of price action is selling? What kind of price action is going on here? Buying. What kind of price action is going on down here? A lot of buying. So we're stuck in between a lot of selling, a lot of buying here. And let's see who's going to win in this range, right? This 400 to 200 point range. Are the buyers gonna break and go another 100 points up, or are the sellers gonna step in and bring it right back down another 200? Tesla's still pumping, huh? See, pump, Tesla's still going. News, Tesla stock was rising Friday after the federal government moved a step closer to putting more self-driving cars in the U.S. Transportation Secretary new framework self-driving Thursday afternoon. Some news. Positive news for Tesla. Secretary of Transportation announced. So this is the news that came out. Hold on. Let me show you. So it's a positive catalyst right now. Tesla stock was rising Friday. Government close to putting self-driving cars. Shares electric vehicle. Right. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announced new framework to self-driving cars on Thursday afternoon, prioritizing this administration understands the race with China to out-innovate. So let's see. Still respecting my level. We're stuck. We're stuck in between here and here. I'm still in my trade. I don't like we broke above here, and I don't like that if it's coming back to retest, it could come back up here on the Nasdaq side, but on the ES side, we are in the orb. Still respecting this key level. We just need to break below this one. If we can break below this one, our short is still in play. And then we need this to pull back to here, not hold here, right? Not break, retest, go. We needed to pull back and have this market pull, the ES pull down the NASDAQ. If the NASDAQ bounces here and goes up, not good. So it's being difficult, right? I'm still trusting my short because of the ES. See how much easier it is to trade the ES than the NASDAQ? The NASDAQ is too wild. So please, if you're one of my students that's watching this, not just someone who clicked on the link and is for first time watching me trade, please use the ES side. I wanted to do this live to also teach my current students, like, when you go in the NASDAQ, it's too wild. The moves are too wild. It's easier to control, easier to see the ES side, manage the ES side, and you're not risking as much, right? Even though we have $100,000 buying power trading account, and we have on these accounts it's like $3,000 we can risk. Do I really want to risk the $3,000? No, but at least manage your risk a little better by trading the ES side. Okay? And we still might win this trade, right? As this market, the ES side is coming down and trying to break this key level. We break below here and break below here, we're shorting. The only thing is this NASDAQ needs to break below this. If we can break below this, the next key level is going to be, let me bring in this. $209 right here. Breaking below, we need to break here, and then this is pre-market low. Let's go. There we go. See, ES is leading the way of the move. It's just, this is wild. Like, this will stress out anybody, right? The NASDAQ will stress out anybody because of how wild the moves are. Over here is 200 points, while over here is 20 points, things like that, right? Can we break? We need to break below here. See, 153. Ooh, pre-market. We gotta watch out this pre-market. They could bounce it here and come back up. But if we break this pre-market low and break this key level, that's it. We're gonna go down. It'll drag this down. It's just wild. Like, it's wild. This NASDAQ thing is wild. It'll smoke you. There we go. Patience. Much easier to manage on this side. This is wild. It's stressful. Now we're finally making some money. We're finally positive on the day. Can we hit our targets though? Can we get this first target here, pre-market low? This already hit pre-market low. Can we get this to hit pre-market low? Look at that, pre-market low, broke through. Now they're trying to hold it and bring up. I don't think we're gonna get the buyers there. I think we're gonna get a flush. Really don't like trading this damn NASDAQ. Can we get the flush? Can we get the flush? Nice job, Will. Very nice job. I like that short you took. Just got a text from Will. Nice little screenshot of the short. Can we get the follow through? A lot of buy. See this NASDAQ, how wild it is? I almost just want to get out of this NASDAQ trade. But I'm staying in it because it's entertaining, right? Will it crash? Will it go up? Will it tag me out? Will it tag me out? I'm positive or negative. We'll see. I mean, everything on the ES side points to lower prices coming. I just don't like all these buyers that came in here, even though this is a sell candle, right? You see all the volume of selling. It's just came down here, found a whole bunch of buyers, but it was still a lot of selling, right? So we need to see the follow through. Break, retest maybe of the orb, right back down. Can we get the flush? Let's get the flush. Still negative on the day, positive on this trade, negative on the day. We were a little positive a little while ago when we were down here. Let's see, can we get the flush? I'm waiting for the flush to happen, right? As this is flushing, it should flush on the NASDAQ as well. Hope you guys are enjoying this live. This is how we play. Usually it's not this crazy. This week has been insane because of earnings, stuff like that. Next week is going to be insane too because we have, the other big dogs reporting earnings. We have Microsoft, Meta, Apple, and Amazon next week. This week was Tesla and Google. And of course, our random, Trump speech throughout the week that either drives this market wild down or wild up like it did yesterday. Yesterday was just straight up. Today we're just pulling back. So we're looking for the pullback on yesterday's big pump. All right, positive by a little bit on the day. I almost have to start heading out. Let's see if we can get our break here and come down to our target. Keep holding this pre-market, right? If we can break below this pre-market low and this key level, we're gonna go to the next key level that I have, which is 54.65. 54.65 is my key target here. On the NASDAQ, it's 19,108. Can it be lower than that? Of course, right? Could be 19,000 today, right? 163, 289. So we are, man, we're in break even. Can we break below this and finally make some money? I think we are. I think we're gonna give up the ghost here. It's just this NASDAQ is being stubborn. Over here, they're being stubborn, but I think we are gonna break. See all the selling coming in? We just need to see these sellers just eat up all these buyers right here. There we go. Can we eat up this wick? Can we eat up this pre-market on the ES side? The ES is so much easier. Look at this. The ES is just like, wow, we're over here struggling in the NASDAQ. People just like the Nasdaq because it's pays more and it's like more adrenaline. If you're an adrenaline junkie, like a lot of my students that like the Nasdaq, you know, can we get the flush? Can we break? See, it keeps trying to break here and they bring it right back up because this is a key level. I want to start bringing this down, risk a little bit less. I'm gonna risk 108 here now, above this key level that I have. Can we get the flush? And then over here, how much are we making? 3. Have not been able to break below here. Can we get the break below? They're holding this pre-market low. We need to see them break it. Who says we're breaking below this pre-market low? Like breaking. Anybody? Any of my students? We're breaking and going to the next level. You guys thinking that we're gonna get a follow through on all these sellers coming in and eating up all these buyers? Or they're gonna bring it right back up again? I mean, we do have an orb up top. So the orb now, like this purple and blue, is our ceiling for the day. Should be our ceiling for the day, and the market should just be pushing down, right? I'm gonna have to move this right back up because this is wild. This is here. This moves 50, 100 points like nothing. So I'm gonna see if I put it. Maybe I should just leave it alone right here. Let this flush. Friday reversal. Mateo says yes, sir. Let's go. Flush down. And it's just holding here because it's a key level, right? But I wanted to get here. See here? Somewhere around here is where my target is. I'm not even asking for much. 20 points here. Here I am asking for a lot. I'm asking for like another 150 points down. But finally, we finally broke below the orb. Finally broke below here. Let's go. Can we get our money? Target. Let's go. Flush. Break this pre-market low on the Nasdaq and this thing flushes down. Let's go. Gonna make us wait, and I have to start heading out. Can we break? We broke on the ES side. They're buying it here though. We need to break this level. Got my coffee. Morning coffee. They're holding this level. At some point, I feel like they will finally break through. This is just a natural structure they're finding. Some buyers here. They're going to try to retest up here. Right? Break. Retest. And then maybe they flush it again. Because that's how the market moves. The market moves in waves, moves in structure, right? See here, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. They might come right back up, retest here, because we have a lot of selling pressure here, and then try to break this low to come down here again. So right here, we're getting a bounce. We're getting a natural bounce. But if the strategy that we're using, the orb strategy, holds true to its nature, okay, holds true to its nature. I'm gonna put this right back up here again, okay? This should act like our ceiling for the day. This is just a natural bang, bang, and then at some point today, all these buyers that are here are going to give up because of all the selling pressure that's here, and then finally break this level and come down to the next one. Same thing deal here. If it holds true, right? If it holds true to the strategy, which the orb on the ES side, this should be our ceiling for the day. Couldn't break above. We got our break, retest, break, retest again, and then maybe a retest to go down. All right. That's how it should work. If it doesn't, then we were wrong, right? The strategy didn't work. The orb strategy did not hold. Too many buyers held here, broke above, and went and touched our stop. Again, too many buyers hold here, broke above the orb, right? The opening range. They hit our stop. So, we got to be okay with that. But if it holds true, this little bounce here, anywhere around here, especially this key level where we entered, should be where it may want to come back down, break below here, and go to our targets. We might find out at the end of the day that we ended up positive, right, on both trades, but that the market probably went lower than what I was expecting, right? It probably went down to 54.45, or it probably went down to, 19,000, okay? And you missed out on more money. No, because I have my targets. Looking for these 20 points and risking 20 something points, right? I'm looking for these 40 points. This is 40 points here, risking this. My risk to reward, risking 25 to make 40. Over here, I'm risking close to 120 to make 200. And that's how you also trade. You have to have a plan. You have to have a risk management. You always want to do, for every dollar you're risking, for every $1, you want to look to make $2. So for every 100, you're looking to make 200. For every 1,000, you're looking to make 2,000. Risk to reward. In this case, I'm managing my risk to reward by points. Risking 20 something points to make 40 points. And I'm okay with the plan I have. If I was wrong, then the market did not respect the strategy I use every day. Confluence, right? Structure. And it didn't respect the orb, the opening range. They didn't respect the orb. And if it doesn't respect the orb, then it's not moving the way the market naturally should move. It's just being, in a way, manipulated. So you can't do anything about that. And if you take anything from today, again, take anything from today, me being here live, because I'm not here I'm not here every day. I share my trades, but I'm not live. If you're new, stay away from the NASDAQ. It just moves too wild, even for experienced traders. I think is moving too wild. And if you're new, you're gonna really suffer. If you're new, trade the ES is a little better. See my risk here versus my risk here. Still make good money on this, right? Make a lot more money on this side, but don't get caught up by, it's because the NASDAQ moves faster, moves better. No, it's too wild. You don't know how to manage your risk, and you got to risk more money than usual. Don't trade. Do not trade the NASDAQ. Stay with the ES. All right. Cool. So that's pretty much it. I gotta check out, gotta go drink my coffee, get some breakfast, start the rest of my day. I'm gonna leave this trade on. This is what I do. I'll probably leave it on until maybe 12, 1. It might touch my stop, might touch my target. I do have a good feeling about touching this target though, because this range, this opening range, is our ceiling that's being marked by the ES. The NASDAQ still in the range, broke, it's retesting. As long as the ES leads the way down, it should drag the NASDAQ down. All right. So let's see if we're right. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'll leave this still running. Let's hope for the best. And if we're wrong, hey, we tried. If we're right, money. That's what trading's about. Okay. Have a good day. Checking out. See you guys later.
great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2025 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or HR-V.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Grainger knows that if you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We see you getting after your fitness goals. But what about those money goals? You can count on Credit Karma for a clear view of your finances and your progress, helping you see results so you can keep checking off those financial personal bests and find your way to money. Progress never felt so good. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Download the app today.
order filled.